Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am in Bosnia in Sarajevo and I'm in a cemetery, Muslim cemetery. What you can see around me are the Shohada buried. Shohada from 1992 to 1995 war that took place here. There were many genocides that took place against the Bosnian people and many Shohada, they gave their lives for the cause to defend Islam and Muslims in this territory. Bosnian people became Muslims after Ottomans came here, and this was a case of very rapid conversion to Islam. These people accepted Islam very rapidly, and this was held against them for a very long time. And in the 1990s, this volcano of hate erupted against them. Circumstances of heart, there are too many for me to discuss here. But what you can see around me are these blessed souls who are buried here. Allah has accepted them to be shaheed. And then right here in the middle is buried the scholar, the first president, and the intellectual from Bosnia called Alija Izetbegovic. He was the first president, he was an intellectual, he was a scholar. He wrote a book titled Islam Between the East and the West. Okay, a very well-known text, very beautiful book. Okay, so may Allah accept him, may Allah accept all these shuhada and give them Jannat al-Firdaus. And Bosnia is the land of shuhada. A lot of people gave their lives to protect or defend Islam and Muslims here, and we can see, mashallah, tabarakallah, Islam very visible now in Bosnia, while this wasn't the case before the war. So the war kind of backfired on the people who wanted to genocide the Muslims here. It backfired on them because the Bosnians have now discovered their lost identity. There are sisters walking around with hijabs. There are youngsters, mashallah, tabarakallah, practicing Islam, praying salah. We have met so many of them here in the marketplaces. When we are walking around, people are, mashallah, coming up and meeting and saying salam. So Islam is a visible reality here now in Bosnia, thanks to those enemies who tried to genocide the Muslims. Every time you try to genocide the Muslims, you're going to make the identity of Muslims stronger, you're going to make Muslims stronger. Just like Nietzsche, the German philosopher, he said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So Muslims cannot be killed off. You cannot commit genocides against Muslims like the one happening in Gaza right now and expect Muslims to die and be forgotten. That's not the case. With Muslims, there is a different philosophy. When the blood of the shuhada falls on the ground, this is where Islam is established. This is where Islam becomes firm. This is how the philosophy of Islam works, and this is why shuhada are so cherished in Islam. So remember that. I just wanted to this reminder. There are, subhanallah, there are so many shuhada here. It's just, I don't know where to start. The whole hill, it's like a hill. It goes down, there are graves of shuhada, and then if you go up, all the way up, there are graves. Then the other side, we have visibly old graves from the Ottoman period, because Ottoman tombstones are very unique. They're very distinct. I don't know if you can see, because of the light, you might not be able to see at distance, but let's try to show on that side. You see like a turban on the tombstone. This is very distinctly Ottoman style of burial. The tombstone would have the name of the individual buried, and then there's a turban on top. That's clearly Ottoman. That's from the Ottoman period, that side. But this side is all the shuhada. We ask Allah to accept them, give them Jannat al-Firdaus, and unite their families with them, and accept their sacrifice, and make Bosnia the land of Islam as it is becoming, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.